And are we live on the page? Always have to check to make sure. It's going now. And we're live.
Yo.
Go ahead.
I was saying my entrance. Yo. It's not Saturday night. It's Sunday night, unless you're on the East Coast, and then it's Monday morning.
Yeah. What's up, bitches?
Hi, everyone.
So, y'all have a good weekend?
I was getting things together for the move, so for the most part, yes. It's just today.
We're not early.
Not
We're
so
like
much.
right on time.
Hey, Jim.
I've been spending time with my.
We're early for us, though.
It is early for us. Usually we're 5 or 10.
Go ahead, Christy. What were you saying?
I've been spending time with my boyfriend and family, so.
Yeah.
Well, that's
good. I played PlayStation a ton this weekend. Hung out with the kids.
Hi, Jim.
Went shopping. I got a couple of Christmas presents together and shit like that too. Got them all and stuff like that.
Yeah, is that time?
And my one nephew is living in Florida now, so I have to mail him a present. Florida moved in with his girlfriend, so I probably has figured out what to get everybody and stuff.
Oh, that's the worst part of Christmas is trying to figure out.
Yeah, I like to start early, Jim.
It's like, hey, gift card for you, gift card for you.
That's what I used to do, like for the kids on their birthdays, just get them like a Walmart gift card or something like that.
Here, go.
They like cash. They like cash a whole lot better than they do a gift card. Gift cards are okay, but the cash they
can go anywhere they want to. Yeah.
Yeah, they can buy anything they want, do whatever they want with it. They enjoy the whole cash thing.
Well, I mean,
so did you guys
common sense would rather get a gift card or cash for Christmas because then you go shopping the day after Christmas and get a lot more than you would before.
Yeah. Did you guys see that thing about that shooting in Texas?
What?
There was a shooting.
The mass shooting in Texas.
26 people killed.
Oh,
fired at a church during Sunday services.
What?
Yes.
Do they have any speculation on who or what the motivation was?
I've heard some things.
You've heard some things? What was it?
Well, the shooter was dishonorably discharged from the Air Force for abusing his wife and kids. And apparently I saw a screenshot of a text message. Apparently he said something about the Antifa before he started shooting.
The Antifa before he started shooting?
And then the neighbor that lived next door to the church came out and started shooting at him. And then he got in a car and dropped his gun and drove away and then wrecked his car.
Oh, wow.
Did you all hear that?
I did see it said that he was white.
Wow.
Yeah, he was, like Michael just said, he was dishonorably discharged from the Air Force or something.
Victims range from age 5 to 72.
Dang it.
That's just... Why would you shoot a church up like that? That's just,
I mean, there's so many church shootings. It's so sad. I mean, I don't know what motivation you have. Like, I mean, you're definitely trying to say something to someone going after a church or religion. But it just...
Well, the Antifa was supposed to start a revolution this weekend.
Oh, the Antifa was supposed to start a revolution this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
In what revolution is that?
Oh, they were going to force the current government from power.
Oh, so they don't like Trump administration, so they were going to try and force them out of power by shooting up churches?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's not the best way to go about it. I mean,
It's not.
I don't know. I mean, I get like not being a part of
education buys you these days.
Stop it, Michael.
Hi, Shannon.
I get like.
Oh, okay. Shannon says she's
You not like
Glenn, and she's mad.
Oh goodness.
What's going on with that?
Well, Jaclyn, Glenn, and Social Repose broke up.
And Social Repose is her boyfriend?
Her ex-boyfriend, yes. His name is Richie, and he's a musician. I say it with a question mark. He does a lot of autotune and stuff like that, and he's his own like act. So like he does a lot of like his own recording, and like he has written songs. Like don't get me wrong, he has a couple of songs out there, but like a lot of the YouTube videos he does, if they weren't with her, they were like acapellas, and it was him like using household objects around the house to make music, or just his own like different sounds out of his mouth, and he would record them all separately and put them all together to make songs. And then she's known for being an atheist, and putting her opinion out there about atheism and stuff like that. They've been dating for about a year, and he's just gone on tour, and while she hooked up with him mid-tour, in the beginning of the tour, he supposedly has cheated on her, and she's really hurt about it and upset, and it's a reputation of Richie's to cheat while he's on tour.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of his fans are kind of upset and leaving. He's actually losing a lot of subs, and she's gaining subs from this situation. But like I said, she's really torn up about it, and if you watch her video versus his video, it's very conflicting stories in the fact of finger pointing. But you could just tell by her video how hurt she truly is.
Yeah.
So it seems more real to me personally. But
Hi, Life Blender.
Yeah, it's a hard situation to be in, for sure. Like I've been in her shoes before, so, and been cheated on. And one thing she says in the very beginning of her video is that she felt like because their relationship was so public that there would be no cheating, or there wouldn't be people that would, I guess, deceive her or would even try, because they would see how close her and Richie were. And unfortunately, some people just don't respect that, or don't respect the modern day relationship and monogamy, and they want to do what they want to do. And unfortunately, she was cheated on. So like I said, I can definitely sympathize with that. I've told you guys about my ex-husband. So him cheating on me, like I thought, I had a ring on my finger. Why would I think he would ever cheat on me?
Yeah.
We were walked down the aisle. We were 5 months married. Why would I think he would ever cheat on me? So it's very jarring to be hit with something like that, for sure. But the biggest part of that whole thing is the fact that the feud between Onision, Jaclyn, Glenn, and Onision, a lot of the videos that they were making, Onision made a very harsh comment prior to him going on tour, and it's basically come true in the fact that he said they should have, or he was going to cheat on her, which, is never never a good situation. He's an asshole for that. But and while he may have been right, it doesn't take away the pain that she's going through. Like, you can literally see how upset she is in her video. Like, at first I was thinking, well, maybe because of Onision's comments, it was a situation where they were doing it for the views, but she doesn't strike me as the type to kind of do it for the views type thing.
Yeah.
Emotions wise, maybe other things, but not like appealing to emotion. And that video is definitely heart-wrenching to watch. So
yeah, that's not easy to go through.
Not at all.
Like that.
I know a lot of his fans are mad.
Life Blender said, I think karma kind of kicked him because they spent way too much energy into making videos on Onision.
Well, I mean, it could be karma. Who knows? I just think that it's definitely it's a hard. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place at that point. Like, somebody makes that comment about your relationship, and then, do you defend your relationship, or do you just sit back and let them make comments about your relationship? You want to defend your relationship, and
people.
That's what they were doing,
Relationship and stuff like that.
Sorry,
too.
I'm reading the chat too.
Yeah.
And Jim, that's not very fair to say she's just going to drink more. I know she drinks on stream when she gets 10,000 views or whatnot, or 10,000 likes on you now. But,
Hi, Emily.
Hello.
She's a grown adult. Hey, we're just talking about Repose and Jaclyn Glenn. Shannon had brought it up. And then...
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, honestly. I left her a long-ass comment, though. Well, I kind of left them both a long-ass comment, but his was a lot meaner, so.
Well, that's because you're not a super fan.
Well, no, because, like, I thought... I haven't liked him for a while now, because I thought he was, like... It kind of bothers me that he just, like...
Hi, Link!
He seems, like, nonchalant.
Hey, Link!
Hello, guys. Everybody in the chat. Jim, Life... Shannon, Link, that I see so far. Anyway, let me scroll up.
I think that's all we got so far. I think you got them all.
Cool. Yeah, he uses, like, I thought he was a good singer until CJ told me to go look at his old shit. And he uses, like, so much auto-tune, and I don't know, you could just kind of tell that he's relying a lot on, like, effects, and he's still been able to get, like, so huge. Okay, well, that's whatever. People spend their money on what they want to spend on, but, like, he's just, like, he's so obsessed with it, and the fact that he's letting, like, groupies and, chicks that he's been with in the past, like, take that over, over somebody that, she's got her own thing going on, like, she
dedicated a lot to him in their relationship.
Yeah.
She was always going to. I get it. She said before she has an aunt that works for an airline, so she can fly standby. But like, she was constantly putting her life on hold in LA to go to where he lives. So,
and then she
it's
traveled
hard
with him, like, on tour.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's, like, yeah, she gets to travel too, but it's still, like, she's going exactly where he needs to be, right? And it's just like, okay, that's all well and good, but, like, you're not as amazing as your teen. Like, that's the problem. He has the same shtick as Onision, right? He's got all these teenage fans that they're gonna grow out of him, and it's just like... Like, it's not gonna last, whereas she's talking about stuff that actually has, like, meaning, and it's gonna last, has, like, so much staying power than what he talks about. He talks about drama, and then he makes music that's not that great.
Right. Well, I was the same as you when it came to his music until I watched that video that I first sent you about his brother and his sister and his mom, and they were all like, yeah, you can't sing. Like, his own family was telling him he can't sing, and I was like, what? No, they're just like poking fun to poke fun because they're his family is what I thought. So then I started digging and watching the older videos, and I was like, oh, dang.
Yeah.
He does rely heavily on a lot of effects, and you know, he did. He lost a little respect for me there.
Now, is he a YouTuber or is he a YouNow person?
No, he's a YouTuber. He has a YouTube channel. That's where he does
almost 1 million subscribers, but he probably will not hit 1 million anytime soon now. Sucka? Let's hope not anyway, because I think he's a dick.
Oh, what? Life Blender said, did you see his... Wow.
Oh, Life Blender, did you watch his video? Because I'm 99% positive that she was texting him in the video, because his phone would go off, and that smile that he did, I've done that smile. I know what that smile means.
Are you saying you cheat on people, Emily? Should I be worried?
No. When you get a text message, because he's not cheating anymore, you know what I mean? When you get a text message from somebody, you're like,
I know what you're saying.
Like, I've made that face, and it's like, I recognize it on somebody else, and it's just like, I see you, you disgusting motherfucker. Like, how can you do it? Like,
well, yeah, no.
It seems like he has no conscience at all. Like, how can you still be texting while you're making a video? Like, at least put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Or turn it off. Like, what's wrong with you? Like,
I agree. Like, you saw the video. Like, if you go back and watch his video to his other ex-girlfriend, like, she did a video about, you know, dear ex-boyfriend, and then he supposedly asked her if he could do a response or whatever, and he did, and like, he was even very snarky in that, you know, he's like, I will destroy you. You know, that was
piece.
What was that? I'm sorry.
As an artistic piece.
Right, he says it was an artistic piece, but how do we, like, now he has another breakup video and he shows no remorse or emotion again. So how do we not, like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I know that other piece was done as an artistic piece, and at the time I agreed with it, but now that I'm seeing this one where his second breakup, he's showing no remorse or emotion. You know, he's taking text messages and everything. Like,
and he leaves that in. You could have cut that out.
Like, how do you, like, and he is saying on his Twitter and stuff like that he's just as hurt and he's just as lonely. And like, you know, if he is, you know, there's a better way of showing it. And I get everybody shows their emotions differently, but, you know, he's not helping himself is basically what I'm saying in that, Christy, is that, like, yeah, the first one may have been an artistic piece, the no emotions here, and relying on Twitter to be where he can release his emotions. You're not helping your reputation or your case. Like, pour your heart out to your fans and let them see how upset you really are if you're going to do a response video like that. Because, like, you could see in her face, like, she's hurting. And the only reason why she felt inclined to do the video is what she says in the very beginning is people are asking questions. She streams every day and everything like that. And if she streams every day and relies on that money, and they're going to ask her every day, you know, I could not sit through that. I could not. Getting asked every day, how do you feel about, you know, the Richie and you know, just getting that pounded, like, about how do you feel about your relationship? I know I got those questions when I left my ex-husband every day. How are you feeling today? Or, you know, how do you feel about him leaving you? How do you feel about the fact that he has a new girlfriend? How do you feel about the fact that I don't want to know? Like, I just want to be left alone, and I want to talk about what I'm doing. And so the way I got over it was I moved in entire states away to get away from it all. And yeah, I kept some of the same friends, but I told those friends, hey, don't ask me about it because it hurts, you know. And because she is so public with this, and it was so public, she can't say that.
Yeah.
So, like, that video to me was her way of saying, please don't ask, just let it be.
Yeah, you know what?
And
this is kind of, I don't know if you guys are gonna agree with me on this, but like the thing that Life Blender just said, that it kind of just reminded me of, you know, what she said in the video, that he wanted her to gain weight, and now I'm starting to think that what if she actually did do that surgery for him?
I don't even want to speculate on that.
Like,
She had
I just would feel like shit, man.
She had her breasts done because of she said that she had said that it was something that had bothered her entire life.
I really hope that it was, but I'm just afraid that that's something that, you know, who is going to bring up.
Like,
you know
the thing is people in her past have pointed out her weight before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe in her mind she thought, if I get boobs, it'll make me seem thicker, and then
two birds with one stone
type thing.
Yeah.
And I think it was maybe to help her from the past, you know, her past that she had to hear about. And I'm sure it's going to get spun around by everybody else, just like the way you thought, you know, or put it out there, is that maybe this is this. And that's another thing that, you know, she's going to have to battle. And it's really sad to have to watch that, you know, like I really wish she didn't put that in. I really wish she hadn't. Yeah, and I wish she hadn't put that in the video, because it's just going to give her another target. But I mean, she's just pouring her heart out. You can tell she had no filter on. So the fact that he said, and Angel doesn't know this, so I'll explain it to her. In the video, she when she was upset, she had said that it was a problem between them, that she didn't have more meat on her bones, that she was not thicker. Because she is a vegan, she's very thin, she's very tall, and in the very beginning of their relationship, she ended up getting breast augmentation. Onision put it out there that it was because of Richie and everything, and she put it out there stating, no, this is something that has bothered me my entire life. You don't know me to make that assumption. Like, kind of go F yourself. And then that kind of became Onision's topic of conversation, which is disgusting in its own right, in the fact that, like, he has no right to talk about her body like that. And because of that, you know, more people, because she put that into the video when she's pouring her heart out, that, you know, she didn't have more weight on her body.
He's skinny. What's his problem? He's a vegetarian.
He isn't, is he? He's a meat eater. I thought he was a meat eater, and she tried him. Oh, you're talking about Onision.
Yeah.
Onision doesn't say anything about her weight. Onision's never came at her about her weight. He thinks she's healthy. Richie was coming at her.
He bitches her about her height. That's what it is.
Yes, her height. He doesn't like tall girls.
Retarded. You can't even change that.
No, not at all. And I think, honestly, at that point, it was just a tit for tat situation. He was finding anything and everything to come at her, because
really dumb.
It is dumb. It's a very dumb situation. It's not. I'm not trying to make excuses for the man. It was dumb, but they were both going back and forth, and forth.
I don't hate the dude. Honestly, I think that their back and forth was like really useless. You know what I mean? Like, just like many other back and forths that I have also been vocal that are useless in my opinion. You know, it's just like, move on, right? But it's like, I don't hate the dude, right? I think that he can be kind of funny. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe people think that I'm a sociopath for thinking he's kind of funny, but I'm not a sociopath. I just laugh at everything because that's the way.
Richie isn't thin.
Yeah, he does.
Well, I mean, Blender also said he's not skinny. Richie does have a little pudge, and he is a meat eater, and I think that was one of the things one of the videos they did was. She tries to get him to eat vegetarian.
Richie has fucked up teeth. And not in a crooked way. He doesn't brush them ever. He doesn't even rinse his mouth, I don't think. Like, ew,
I mean,
what the fuck? Can you imagine using the microphone that he uses after him in the studio? What the fuck, dude?
I mean, look at the one video they had put out was catching a mouse in his house. And she had walked into the kitchen and there was like 3 or 4 bags of trash that he just didn't feel like taking out. To me, that screams like he has no care for himself. So how does he care for someone else? And if that's the case,
so they live together?
No. He would move back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay.
She would move back and forth from LA to
At one point they were about
Virginia.
Went through with actually, yeah.
Because she wanted him to come to LA, and he had talked about many times about how he hates LA, where all his friends are there and everything like that. He hates it. It's too city life, and he likes to be a hermit. His house is literally on a dirt road in the backwoods of.
His house is disgusting. That's why he likes to be a hermit. I've been through that phase. Clean your fucking house, bud. Like,
he likes being like he's out because he does a lot of his videos on the land that he lives on.
Yes, he does do that. A lot of the videos he has done has been on his land.
Well, shit, move to a place with a park.
You can't do something that does like in a park. You just wouldn't be able to. It's more.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to use a flamethrower in a park.
Oh, I didn't realize he used the
public park flamethrower. That'll be the next.
He just did scenes in the forest like fucking Twilight and shit like that.
No. He uses a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, see,
he
that's
painted
what I'm
a whole
talking
section
about.
of
All
the
flash and no fucking substance.
Flamethrowers blowing things up.
He painted the whole section of the forest white at one point.
Digging the ground up to make like an area to crawl through the mud. And
that's so cringeworthy. You can't see. That's the thing. You can't even dig up the fucking ground on your own property here because you have to get. There's pipes and shit and electrical wires and shit like
that. That's
that.
That's out in the country.
We're talking about Onision, or are we talking about that other guy?
Oh, he's okay. He's out in the country.
We're talking about Richie at this point.
Yeah.
Angel. Okay. Poor Angel can't
because
keep up.
the chat's talking about Onision.
Onision. Oh, well, let's check in with the chat.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I can't really say that I'm a fan of anybody. Like, what do you mean? Fan? People like I've been creating videos since I was like 12 years old. So I mean, it's not like the hardest thing in the world. I'm lazy as fuck and my vision sucks. So that's why I don't fuck with it right now. My vision's just garbage. Like, you know how when people say they're legally blind but they're not actually? Because they don't know what legally blind actually means.
I like what Shannon said. She said Greg and Richie should be a couple.
Oh yeah, they're just. I mean, I don't know.
They're a match made in heaven. in some aspects.
They have. I just can't see how one criticizes the other because they're exactly the same.
No. Mhm.
Like their videos are even so similar. Like. They're both living in 2005, you know. It's true.
All right. I'll be right back.
Okay,
I'm gonna run and get a drink and potty.
Yeah, they're just living in 2005, and I can't really. It's like you gotta get with the times, y'all. Like, I mean, there will always be 13-year-olds that will latch on to the next Mitchell Davis, if anybody remembers who that is. Yeah,
I don't.
Exactly. Because he was huge on YouTube like 10 years ago. He had like probably around the same amount of followers. I can't remember if he had a few million or 600,000. I can't remember. But what about waste time chasing cars?
Right.
Like nobody knows who these people are now, but they were huge.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, D Fizzy he's still popular on YouNow, which he's lucky. He is very lucky, to be able to keep that going, because you go onto the other channels, they're dead. Oh, Swift Karate Chop. His channel's fucking dead. Trying to think of all the other ones.
They all want to be YouTube stars, but it's that fame and stuff don't last.
It doesn't last, especially if your target audience is teenagers.
Your light burns, but for a moment, make the most of it.
Yeah, that's why I feel like Richie's so stupid, because like Jaclyn actually talks about stuff that has meaning, and it will last through, It's not targeted to teenagers. It's targeted to like a wide age range of adults. So, it will never really get old in the same way that his shit will.
Yeah.
Because the demographic is like a 5-year demographic compared with a 50-year demographic, which is what she's got. So, because, there could be somebody who's 18 watching her videos, or somebody who's 70 watching her videos.
That's true.
Because they're about religion, atheism, like real topics, right? So it's just not really, I don't know. It's just kind of, he's just,
you also have to understand with,
bugs me.
With her, she just sold a show to YouTube Red. So there's always a chance for it to be, a second season.
Yep.
The Skeptic's Guide to Wellness. She just sold it to YouTube Red. And that's what a lot of these channels that are bigger in the millions and millions of viewers are doing.
Yeah,
and
she's only got like
YouTube TV is out now.
She's only got like 500,000, so that's really good.
She's going somewhere, and he's kind of staying in the same place.
He fucked up big time. And he doesn't even realize it. It's like the worst part, he doesn't realize.
Or he does and doesn't care.
No, I thought
that's the sadder part.
BuzzFeed stole just one of her videos, wasn't
it? They did two videos.
Two. They stole 2 of her videos.
Well, she says 2.
What her show was it?
She says 2 from her show.
Oh, from her show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one with
it depends on how.
Magic Shop or whatever. That one was pretty bad.
Yeah, the green shop. Yeah.
Yeah. That was
there's one that they did about witches. There's one that they did about witches, and then there's one that they did about crystal healing. Now, I totally agree with her when it comes to the witches one. It was definitely play by play, almost the same video. When it comes to the crystal healing one, I think it was a little bit of a stretch. Only because they were talking about chronic pain, and because the girl Kelsey at BuzzFeed, she's doing a series about chronic pain. She did a video prior to this about medical marijuana and the different marijuana products that can help, and the CBD oils and stuff. And then the next one they did is this crystal healing. Her and one other BuzzFeed employee who has chronic pain went to a crystal healer to see if it helps with their chronic pain. And while it is, Jaclyn does a episode of crystal healing in her series, she talks about it as a whole, and she does put herself through the crystal healing to see if it changes her mind in any type of way, or feelings, or if she feels any different or any. But they were targeting it more towards the chronic pain side, where she was just targeting the actual experience. And the thing that she talks about them mesh together is the actual act of where you place the stones, and how they held their hands over top of it, and that they said that this should be taken in conjunction with your, Western, your actual medication. You shouldn't just do this. And it's like, well, duh. Like, that's how a crystal healing session goes. Like, Did you want them to change this crystal healing session just because it was the same as yours? They can't.
Yeah.
I mean, the shop that they went to and did the witch thing, yes, it was play-by-play
Did they go
Jaclyn's
to
video.
the same crystal healing place?
No, they went to a completely different person.
Yeah, that's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
The first one,
and like
fucked up.
the thing, part of me puts some of the blame, I guess you could say, on maybe that shop as well, because the shop knows Jaclyn was there and they know what they shot, so
yeah, that's
they could have urged the other BuzzFeed people to be like, oh, well, this was already covered by another YouTube channel. Why don't we cover this portion of Wicca? But they didn't. And so, but you can't blame the shop fully for that at all. BuzzFeed comes in with their own script, their own, way of doing things and what they want to do. And a lot of the times maybe the shop just is excited or happy to be featured, so they're just going to go ahead with it. But at the same time, like, if you just filmed this, weeks prior, why not say, hey, this is already going to be out there. Why not do this?
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I completely agree with her with the first video. The second video, I'm a little shaky on, because what she mentions as what they've done the same, you can't really change. It's the actual ritual of crystal healing, like where they put the stone on your third eye, and then they connect them down your body, and then they stand over top of you and feel your energy. That's what crystal healing is. They can't really change that up.
Yeah.
I mean, there are statements, like they do talk about in Jaclyn's video, the lady that does the crystal healing talks about the crystal dildo.
What the fuck?
BuzzFeed is sure to, and BuzzFeed is sure to mention a crystal dildo. So, like, yeah, okay, maybe, but there's just too many maybes in that one. Yeah, there's too many maybes in that one for me to be like, but yeah.
The fact that I think they saw the video and they were trying to make it different because they were afraid.
Maybe.
That first one.
Maybe that's exactly what they did. Maybe it's not. I think that
I don't trust
BuzzFeed has been. I was gonna say BuzzFeed's been caught before stealing from smaller YouTubers. So.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh. Yeah. There's plenty.
BuzzFeed stole from me.
Yeah. There's like thousands of videos. So.
Yeah, I that would piss me off if I actually, was a creator and made a video and like put all that work.
I agree, BuzzFeed.
Somebody went and did one exactly like it.
I agree with what Life Blender says here. She said BuzzFeed knowingly copied the first one, should have not released the second one right after her other one, though, just so they wouldn't look guilty of the first one. Yeah, if you really wanted to be set aside and been like, yeah, no, we're not anything like her, like, yeah, maybe you should have been like, okay, we're going to hold off on releasing this. Let's move on to the next topic.
I think they probably figured that it wouldn't matter how long they waited. Because it's a BuzzFeed video. She's probably going to watch it anyway. You know what I mean? Just to find something to make a video about, like everybody does, right? So.
Well, yeah.
They probably figured we might as well make the money back anyway.
Well, I don't know. Like, they said, the one thing that made me laugh hysterically in their response was their plea to, we're just two video producers at BuzzFeed. Don't come at us.
Yeah.
We're not a big corporation. And it's like, while that's true, once you leave BuzzFeed, you don't get any of that video.
Yeah.
Like, they don't get to keep the rights of it. That's what everybody who has left BuzzFeed has said that has hurt them, is like they've poured their heart and soul into BuzzFeed for however many years they've worked there, and then they don't get to take any of the credit with them. you know?
Yep.
And another thing I like that Jaclyn said, and I wish she had not gotten in a scuffle with Kelsey, the BuzzFeed producer, because it kind of diminished her point of view, which I think was actually quite important, and she didn't put it out there or push that agenda enough, which was, okay, if like you do this unknowingly, but it's not okay that there's so many alike. You as a corporation should be coming up with checks and balances to make sure that it's not something that's recently come out, or that it doesn't follow exactly, because their producers are pushed for content. You know, look at anybody that's left. They said they're pushed for content. They're constantly told to, like, they have to make it onto the trending page.
Yeah.
You know, and if that's the case, of course they're going to look at the videos that are on the trending page, or look at videos that are, you know, big, or look at Twitter and look at Instagram and see what's big and put their videos towards it. That's what everybody's doing. But when your videos are mimicking smaller creators exactly, who's to say that video producer didn't do their research and look at that video and go, oh, that's a great idea. And instead of taking it as a perspective, they just take it as a script.
Lols. I'm just sitting here eating my breadsticks.
Ooh, I had pork rinds. Daisy loves them. She's never had pork rinds before.
Neither have I.
So what did everybody do over the weekend?
Nothing. I bought food.
I played a lot of Friday the 13th. Me and my nieces would take turns. She'd play around, and then I'd play around, and she'd play around.
Ooh, my back. Yeah. Itchy.
I love that game, though. What you do all weekend, CJ? CJ? CJ?
Wife.
CJ?
Said she'd be back.
Oh. I didn't hear her.
Neither did I.
Oh. She popped out. And she's back.
It got quiet. Yeah. It got quiet, and I'm like, I got kicked. I got kicked in my rambling, so I'm not going to pick it back up.
These are really fucking good.
What are you eating?
Breadsticks. They're only 40 calories.
Are they the really, really thin ones?
The twisty kind.
They're almost like they're almost like crackers.
Kind
or
of,
pretzels. Yeah. I used to eat them all the time when I was a kid. They were the things I liked as a snack.
Yeah, I've never seen these ones before.
Because I was also the kid that didn't eat, like, I would like the pretzels without the salt, or the saltines without the salt. So
yeah, I like them without
like,
salt too.
So like those breadsticks were awesome because they're not really salty; they're just bread.
Oh, these ones have garlic and they're garlic and Parmesan, but there's not really a whole lot of cheese on them. But you can still taste it fine.
Yeah. But yeah, so someone is typing hardcore.
Drama phone's ringing.
That's something we haven't seen in a while.
What?
A drama alert episode hasn't been out in a while. They did their Halloween one, and
Oh yeah.
they haven't even announced a
That's
winner or anything.
Star, right?
Yeah.
Peter Mon. Yo. How's the
I don't know. I don't know if I like
phone?
that Peter Mon guy. I've seen a couple of his videos. He seems okay. I'm just not a big fan.
Yeah, I like him.
I don't know.
I don't know. Louis.
His videos, they're kind of like he talks like kind of all over the place in his drama videos, but I kind of like them when I'm, sitting down watching videos. I kind of like longer videos like that. So,
Yeah.
But I mean, if I'm trying to get the scoop, sometimes I'll watch like Martin Lewis, or I like Martin Lewis and Vegan Cheetah. I like them both. I don't care that Vegan Cheetah is kind of a dick, because I'm also a dick, so.
I guess we're going to have to address this. Link. Phil has talked shit about me before. I've talked shit about him. But that doesn't mean that they can't go over to his stream and hang out and have fun and talk to people. People are allowed to do whatever they want.
There was Joy fans there, too.
You do know that there are Joy fans here and people that don't like Joy here.
I get that you're saying it's the principle of the thing because you feel hurt by some of the things that they said. I'm hurt by some of the things they said about me too. And in going there, we originally weren't talking. We were just watching. And then they started talking about, oh, there's lurkers. Well, I didn't want to be called a lurker. Like, I put myself out there and said, yeah, I'm just watching because I didn't catch the first part of the stream. And then those people who had things to say about me.
Right off the bat.
Right, and they didn't. And the people who had said things about us in the past started asking us questions about us.
For something that maybe his people did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've never been.
It's mostly the local people that have went after you, Link, not Phil's people.
I mean, unless he's put in direct orders to do so, I don't think that that's his problem.
Unless he's saying, hey, go get this one and get that one.
Yeah. If he's not saying it, it's not his fault.
Well, I'm sorry you feel disrespected. Like, I mean, they've hurt me too, and I was putting myself out there and going to the stream. There's many of us there. Shannon was there, Jim was there, Emily was there, I was there. And he was he himself was very respectful and told his people not to attack. And when they did start asking questions, he was like, don't make them feel uncomfortable. But if they want to talk about it, let them talk about it. But at the same time, I'd rather you not. He was there to just put out information. He wasn't there to start drama or hurt us or anything like that. And I was told by Angel a long time ago that if she is brought up in a conversation with me, to just basically say that's for her and you and Angel to talk about. She asked me to put that out there like that.
Thing.
So, it's not like they were out there talking shit about people or something like that. I mean, they was over there having fun.
Mm-hmm.
I was there because I wanted to see the stream of Joy's.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sooner or later, everybody has to just knock all the bickering and fighting with each other off. It gets.
Mm-hmm.
No, because I wouldn't. Like, a lot of people were saying shit about Angel, and like we were just like, yeah, whatever, like, Angel's one of our friends, but that doesn't mean we agree with absolutely everything she says, and that goes for everybody. It's the
And
same.
Life Blender just said it. Understand what Link's saying. I used to have that mindset, whereas you're loyal to your crew and us against them. There's no us against them. Just like she said, life's too short.
If they attack you, just
I mean, I
leave,
don't want you
because
to.
that's what we would have done. We would have just stopped commenting if they attacked us.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't.
I guess that's how you feel, but we were loyal, Link. Like, that's the thing. We were loyal to the people. We didn't engage in the talking about of anybody. You know, like, we were just there listening to the stream, and yeah, we may have had a few conversations, but you know, me and Emily have always been Joy skeptics. Jim and Shannon have always said they didn't like Joy.
Yeah.
Like, Angel knows that in being our friend. So, like, I don't understand where our loyalty was crossed. I apologize that you feel that way.
We didn't say anything bad about anybody that's like we're friends with, so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they was over there talking shit about me or over there talking shit about you and they were all joining in on it, I could understand it. But
there was
all I
only
did was go to a stream.
a handful of people that said anything, like maybe one or two.
I mean, I could see if they would have went to one of the extreme hater streams and was all joining in and shit. But I mean, as much as Phil and Joy have bickered back and forth and shit, most of it's between them. And I'm one to always be an asshole to Phil and stuff like that. But he's really, I mean, yeah, he's talked trash about me, but I've talked trash about him, so.
There were Joy fans in the audience too, so it's not like we were joining just haters, but we joined fan streams and hater streams, so technically we are neutral.
I was in the second part of Joy's stream.
We got the Swiss in here. They go to Joy's
there because I missed Joy's stream because I was at work.
Yeah, I missed the first part of it, so that's why I was there. And while we may have engaged in conversation with them and made comments and put our opinion about Joy out there, we're allowed to put that opinion out there, just like we put our good opinion out there as well. Like I said, I've listened to, you know, Angel and here, you know.
But you can't tell them what they can and can't do.
If I didn't care, I would have told you to fuck off. But obviously, I'm trying to explain, so I do.
We do care.
But we didn't talk.
I'm sorry you felt backstabbed. Like that wasn't our intention at all.
All they did was go to have some fun and see a stream. I've been to streams of people I'm sure they don't like.
Yeah, I wouldn't even ask because I don't give a shit.
I go to Mad Woman Muse's streams sometimes and listen to her stories and stuff like that. She's not a Joy supporter.
Yeah, she was never real. She was probably one of the nicest ones out of all those people that was like part of the base Mama crew.
Yeah, I like her streams.
Yeah, she was probably the nicest one on that one. And the most, you know, wanting to end drama. I think she was the first one to back out.
Yeah, but I liked her before all of the shit went down and stuff. So I watch her streams every now and then.
Yeah.
I've always liked her.
I mean, I said the first stream of Phil's where he talks and tells the whole Joy story. Yeah, I've gone out there and I've said it's boring. And I didn't like him for that. Like, his voice is very monotone.
I didn't know that Nightbot was back on again.
But, you know, going to that stream, it's changed my mind about him. Mainly because he's changed his actual setup. He puts the chats in on the screen, and he engages in both chats, and he's not so monotone anymore. Like it seems like he's kind of growing into his own and changing. So, you know, he may be changing, so why can't, you know, our opinion of him change? And, you know, I don't know. What are you giggling about? I'm sorry.
Nightbot went and was gonna and said something to Link. It wrote, "Oh boy, it's clobbering time. Stop spamming caps warning."
Oh, you have a Nightbot in there now?
I haven't went and completely figured it all out. I thought that I kicked it out the last time, but
Link, why
I
are
haven't
you
program out shit yet.
why are you typing in caps, dude?
Yelling.
He thinks that we don't understand. And I do understand. I know how they've treated you, Link. I've seen them on Locale talking to you like you're shit and treating you like shit. I've seen them in the comment sections and stuff. But the best thing to do is let it roll off your back. If they can't get to you, then you ain't got to worry about it.
Exactly.
I don't care what people say about me.
Me too.
It's the internet. And we all have fun. I mean, Jim used to be the biggest troll in the world. And now he's a good guy. All right.
I'm thinking. No one said he's still not a troll.
Who specifically did something to you that was there that night, Link?
I don't know.
Jim is the YouTube troll. He's just not a troll here. He's just a little bit of a troll here.
Having us look for hours for a dang hotel.
Ooh. And it wasn't even a hotel, was it?
No, it was, but it was also a tavern.
I don't know, man. I am just.
I've had stuff with Shannon and them too, Link, and we've all just moved on.
Right.
Dwell on the past.
Dude, I want fucking pickles.
Everybody has disagreements. You just.
Link, I don't know where you're coming from with this, because you just said. I'm sorry. You just said it didn't bother you when you were buddy-buddy, acting buddy-buddy with them as far as with Phil's fans. But then down here you said, Shannon, you even had me blocked at one point. So you can see where people's thoughts and ideas change. So why is it such a big deal that we went over there to you? If we're understanding that you felt like, you know, we were attacking you, what did we say in the stream that made you feel that way?
That you guys went to that stream, but that those people had been attacking him, and he felt like, you know, you guys were disloyal to him by going to that stream.
But that wasn't our intention.
No way.
Well, that wasn't our intention. So I can only move forward. I can't go backwards. And if we lost your trust, all I can say is stick around. Hopefully we can earn it back. If
there's stalkers on every stream we have, Link. There's always lurkers. You just ignore the lurkers and move on.
Damn, I think I need to make some duct tape flowers for my show.
So, let's move on. I'm not gonna talk about this all night. Did you guys see where was that? I wanted to ask. Oh, here. Martin Luther King. They have a document in with the JFK files, and it says that the FBI had stuff on him saying that he was pretty much a womanizer and all kinds of crap. But they have no proof whatsoever.
I don't necessarily know if I agree.
The Communist Party. He was a communist sympathizer. A wholehearted Marxist.
Well, anybody can write it on paper.
Who's the commie?
Anybody can write that on paper. I would like to see, like, proof. You know, the proof that they had, or the investigation footage that they had, or whatever.
Was having affairs on his wife. But there's absolutely no proof in there whatsoever. It's like they just put that stuff in there to try to make him look bad.
That's a shame.
And that's the FBI.
That's somebody would do that.
Fuck, I'm tired.
Yeah, they was trying to disrespect him. They was trying to make him look bad is what they was doing. And apparently it was all like 3 weeks before he was killed.
Wow. That's crazy. Do I want to know what you're doing, Emily? Sometimes you need to learn to mute. Sounds like you're having sex with your breadsticks.
No, I just sat down on my chair.
It sounds like you're having sex with your breadsticks, and it's making me jealous.
Oh no, I'm not. I just sat on my chair. Breadsticks are fucking good.
I think that
Has everybody been keeping up with Angry Grandpa?
Oh no, is he okay?
He didn't have a real good day today, but yesterday he had a real good day. So hopefully he's getting a little better.
He's engaged now.
And he's engaged to his girlfriend.
Cool. Is he in the hospital?
Yes, he's in the ICU.
Oh shit, my phone.
Well, they had told the family to like brace themselves that they didn't think he was
Sorry, I missed that. What happened?
His liver.
She dropped her phone. She didn't hear you.
Really started messing up.
He's got cirrhosis, and he wound up getting pneumonia.
Oh no!
And the infection set in, and it turned into he went septic, and he started having way too much ammonia in his body. The levels were like triple what they should be.
Wow.
So they had to hospitalize him, and they've got him on a lot of different medications. They've got him on blood pressure medicine, and they've got the ammonia levels down, but the problem now is either his blood pressure is way too low or it's way too high. So they're still dealing with that right now. He's not out of the water, but he is doing better.
Complete prayers out to him. I like Angry.
Mm-hmm.
I like him.
Oh, I'm jealous, Shannon. Shannon saw the new Thor movie. He is so hot. No, good thing my husband was asleep while I said that. No, he knows that's my only like celebrity crush, right? That I think is actually cute. But, well, him and there's like 2 others, but they're from when I was a kid. They don't look so good now.
And then he still looks. His Charlie Chill, of course, is running all over talking shit about him and stuff.
Yo, speaking of sepsis,
He's in the
what do you
hospital?
guys think about Shiloh?
The fake, or is she coming back saying she's? Well, what about her? I mean, I don't think about her. That's the thing. I know this. I know the story behind it. I know her.
like part of that crazy?
She said she was the one that made it all up.
No, I know, but like, you know, part of her spiraling down and then like threatening to kill herself and shit.
I don't know. I know that.
But didn't you say
You
she
know,
said that all that was fake? That they both said it was fake?
Mhm.
They did
Yeah,
it for.
I follow her on
Yeah.
Instagram. And she
Yeah,
was
they did.
like,
They said they did it for views.
yeah.
Yeah,
She
that's
made
what
a
they're
post.
talking about, Life Blender.
Yeah, they said that they had
She's
done it
not
for
old.
views. I don't. She's actually our age, isn't my age, isn't she?
No.
Because she was the same. I thought she was the same age as Onision,
No,
or
man.
close to it.
She's my age. Hold on, I'm gonna look her up.
Oh, because he
Don't he go for
started
young
messing around
girls
with her.
anyway?
She was 17 when they started messing around, but he was in his 20s, I think. I can't remember, but I know that she had her own budding music career over in Canada, and then
She's
came
actually
here
a
for
year
him.
younger than me.
Oh wow, yeah, came here for him. Well, if you're saying that relationship is wrong, then mean you can't be married, Emily, because
Our
I'm the
relationship
same
is
age,
not
if
wrong.
not a year older than Greg.
Yeah.
No, I think she was 17 and she had like her own budding music career over in Canada and then came over here and they met in a state that it's okay to be with a 17-year-old, apparently, is the story. And then from there, they just kind of, their
He's
relationship
releasing
budded. And then,
more in a couple of weeks.
who
Is she
she
still
is?
around YouTube or is she gone from YouTube?
No, not. She's on Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah. You mean she's releasing more of her songs,
Yeah,
right?
new music.
Yeah. Yeah, new music, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I don't know if she still has a YouTube channel at all, if
Yeah,
any,
I
but
don't
I
think
know
so.
she definitely has an Instagram for sure.
Well, maybe she can get her music back out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to slowly rebuild her reputation too, because when that whole thing hit, she also did something where when she left, she lied about being pregnant or something. She had left after the whole shaving her head and pretending to not remember thing when they separated and she went back to Canada. She was saying she had a miscarriage, I think, with a pregnancy or something, just to hurt him. I don't know. But there was that. And then since then, she's been trying to rebuild her credibility and her music career back up. She's kind of just left the whole Onision drama, tried to leave the Onision drama behind her.
Yeah. He's crazy, man.
Is he still like losing subs and
I don't
that
know.
kind of thing? I know they were talking about how his channels are dying and everything. They haven't died off yet, have they?
I don't know. I
I
don't
mean,
know all that enough. I just got so much else I do with my time.
mhm.
Yeah, I've seen maybe.
I'm the only one here that has said that I liked him in any way, and all of the videos I liked before aren't being monetized, so he's not posting them on YouTube, so it doesn't really matter. The ones he's
Yo.
posting on YouTube are the only one that he can monetize, and that's his Onision Speaks, his gaming one. He does a couple of the Bros and stuff. Like, he has like so many different channels and he posts things, but like his actual like ones where he does the like editing and work into putting effort into the video, where it's not just him sitting in front of a camera, those ones he's not posting there. He'll post them on Facebook like 3 weeks after he posts them on his Patreon, I think is what it's. I think that's the time difference. I can't remember. He said it. He puts them on his Facebook, but I don't go out on Facebook and watch them. I don't put that much effort into him to care enough.
Blinkie's on his way to losing 10,000 subscribers.
Oh,
Are you
really?
serious? He's
Yep.
up to 10? Wow.
It doesn't if you go to the live count, he's at like 957,000, and he had
I thought it was Social Blade or something that you could do the whole.
yeah, so
It showed you where.
he had 965,000, and now he's got 950.
Yes, Life Blender. Lainey does have a makeup channel
He's
now.
about to dip into 956, so almost 10,000.
Yes, Life Blender's right. That's what it was. She had a picture of a preemie baby and told Onision that it was his and it wasn't even hers. She had found the picture. But yes, Lainey does have a makeup channel. Honestly, I don't mind Lainey's makeup channel. You can tell she's trying to learn and grow. And honestly, I think since she's left the whole let's get a third person for our relationship thing alone, or both of them have, they both seem a little happier in their life. But that's just me.
Yeah, I don't watch any of their videos.
Yeah. But Lainey has two channels. She has her main channel, which is LaineyBot, and then she has BeautyBot, which is she just makes, YouTube beauty tutorials or makeup tutorials because she's learning to do makeup herself. She's slowly getting into makeup, not like FX makeup, but like just cute looks and stuff like that. And so many people liked her when she would do them on her main channel that she's separated them out. So she now has two channels. But yeah. I don't know. I just like watching people when it comes to makeup like slowly grow. Maybe it's because I self-taught myself.
That's what my niece is into. She's like into watching all the makeup videos and stuff like that. She loves that stuff.
Yeah. I was self-taught, and I did it by watching YouTube videos when I was younger. Well, not
and you're good at it.
Too much younger, but well, thank you. I try. But I started with just doing beauty looks, and then I started practicing beauty looks for photographers, and that's when I started with, hey, well, can we try a little special effects makeup? Can we try with them? And I got to venture and learn how to do it by trial and error with the photographers and stuff, which was a lot of fun. So I truly do enjoy watching channels blossom, makeup channels like that, especially smaller ones. But
that would be fun.
I agree with you, Life Blender. She has
makeup and stuff like that.
Yeah, I would love to get into movie makeup. It's just really expensive schooling wise for not a lot of payoff if you don't live in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So. But no, Life Blender, I agree. I think she has blossomed since the Billy stuff.
I'll be right back, guys.
I think she's also slowly learning how to deal with her anxiety, which is a lot about growing up, is dealing with your anxiety. Jim, that's not very nice. He's still a fan and a friend. To say something like that's not very nice. But I wasn't laughing at that, Jim. Life Blender, I think I know what video you're talking about. She has a best friend that hangs around, and they kind of like when they do videos, they're kind of flirty. I forget her name. I want to say Mercedes, but I could be wrong.
Jim, you need to behave.
I said the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for coughing in your ear. I didn't get to the mute button fast enough.
Oh, fuck.
Daisy's snoring.
So is Ginger. She's beside me snoring like a baby. Yeah, that's her best friend. That's not Lifefinder. The video you're talking about, that's her best friend. That's not a girl she wants to get with. That's just a friend. I want to say her name is Mercedes, but I could be wrong.
I like some of those makeup. There's a guy that my niece watches.
Jeffree Star?
Yeah, that's him.
Or Manny? Oh, I was going to say,
Star.
or Manny MUA.
$50 makeup. And
he has his own, yeah, he has his own makeup line.
Yeah, my niece loves him.
Well, I do know of this thing, like if you like to spoil yourself a little bit, I haven't tried it, but once I get into my new place, I'm totally going to. I heard Angel tried it, but if you're like really into spoiling yourself and you like baths and you just like to relax, Angel tried this new bath bomb. Didn't
They're
you?
actually pretty cool.
You keep that up, I'm going
That's
to
what
put
I
on the
thought.
payroll.
What was that?
I said, you keep that up, I might have to put you on the payroll.
Yes, Christy is now making bath bombs, not just slime. And
Yeah.
Angel got to try one. She was going to do a video, but
they're really cool.
she didn't get a chance to. But I'm going to order mine when I get to my new house because I'm going to have in my new house, I have a big jetted
Well, that's okay.
tub. So.
Tonight, I ordered 14 more cents.
Nice.
So there's 14 more cents to be added to the cent.
Well, that one I ordered was, I mean, it smelled good. I could smell it the whole time I was in the tub.
Yeah. But if you're looking to get like little bath bombs for anybody for Christmas or the holidays, since they're coming up, definitely slime too. My niece got the slime that I had bought her for Halloween and absolutely loves it, according to my sister. Her and her friends have been playing with it. So either or, definitely go out to her little shop and purchase them because I hear they're good. I've only purchased, like I said, the slime for myself. I'm going off of Angel.
Yeah, we could pop that we could pop that
link in the
Christy.
Yeah. You want to pop your store link in the chat?
Yo, Angel.
Yeah.
You might want to take a look at your description and remove a certain link from there. Because I don't think you want that person in there anymore.
I got you.
Who?
Nothing.
I'm leaving.
Just.
I don't know if he's going to come back or what he's going to do.
I don't think it was that one.
That's not it?
Yeah, you got it out there.
Oh, yeah, I'll take care of that when I...
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. That should do it. Okay.
As a matter of fact, while we're talking about
There you go.
subscription, everybody should go and sub to Little Mick. She's at 96 subs or more. To 100.
Her first 100. Her first hundo.
Her first 100. I like
Do you
watching
have
her play Resident Evil 7. Her reactions are just hilarious.
Do you have any plans to add any other products besides the bath bombs and the slime for now?
Right now it's the slime and the bath bombs. There'll be shower buddies soon, which are kind of like the bath bombs. They're kind of like the bath bombs, but you put them in the bottom of your shower, and it's aromatic. It basically puts aromas like soothing or smells into your bath, your shower while you're taking a bath. It'll be like relaxation, wake up.
Because some people don't like to bath, yeah.
Right. So I'll have
That's
those
cool.
as well. Might move into doing some sugar scrubs and things of that nature, but the sugar scrubs and all will be after Christmas. The shower buddies will probably be before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I have
That's
to do
cool.
what I can afford to bring in, get supplies for. So
Right.
I
Makes sense.
can attest that the slimes, the kids loved those.
Yeah.
They had a blast with the slime.
Yeah. My niece is still loves hers. She still plays with hers
Yeah.
and asks to play with her. She's like, I thought I was out of the Play-Doh phase. I was like, now you're into the slime phase. It's completely different.
They're really neat.
Well, my niece online watches all the slime videos with her like friends. That's what they watch, is like the different slime videos that you see out there that kids make with sticking their toys in it and stuff, and like pretending the slime is like lava or whatever they play in their imaginations. And my niece had some in the very beginning and was not ready for it and had put it all over the rug of the toy room, and my sister was like, yeah, no, I'm not getting you anymore. And then I got her the stuff she has now, which is actually clear and sparkly with all the different Halloween stuff in it.
Mhm.
And she had fun with it, and she really likes it. So I told her if she does good, I'll get her another one. If she's playing with that one right and she does good with her reading, I'll get her another one. And she's really excited about that. But I just wanted the product.
CJ is supposed to send me Emily's email address so she get her.
Oh, she forgot to send it to me.
Amazon
So. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, she forgot to send it to me, so it's not my fault.
I will. I'm getting so tired.
Send it to me now before you fall asleep in Hangouts.
I don't know which email is hooked up to my Amazon account.
Okay, well, figure that out and then let me know.
Yeah, because I don't want to fuck that up.
Yeah. You might want to check
But,
that and make sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure they make cute little stocking stuffers, because I know that my sister said the little packaging that the slime came in was really cute. So,
yeah, they're completely sealed. They're actually shrink wrapped and everything when you get them. The slimes are, and the same thing with the bath bombs. Every one of them is shrink wrapped. So you can actually give them as little gifts and things of that nature as well.
Oh.
And she has, and there's a deal where if you buy like 3 slimes, you get a little 2-ounce for free.
3 of anything, 3 slimes.
3 of anything, you get the little small one free.
And there's
so if you buy 3 bath bombs, you get a bath bomb free?
Well, yeah, I could do that. I could do like one of the.
I wasn't sure if that's what you were saying.
I have bath bombs that are like the half bath bombs that aren't fully round, and those would come to be more than one in a package. So it'd be like if you buy 3, you get one of those free.
Okay.
The slimes that I give out for free is the sample slime.
Okay.
It's 2 ounce, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the bath bombs for little stocking stuffers for everybody because my sister absolutely. Now, I have to ask this. Do you use the essential oils or just different oil, like a different company of those type of oils?
I do have essential oils, and then I have a company, the fragrant oil, the aroma oils.
Okay.
The essential, basically, if somebody's allergic to strong oils and stuff, you'll want to stay away from the essential oils because they're extremely strong.
Right.
They're extremely potent. And then I've got the oils that are just like what Angel had with hers was just the aroma oil. It goes into like the burners and such. And it's a vanilla, but it's not a very strong, overpowering vanilla. So
my sister uses the essential oils, so I'm thinking maybe for her getting a couple of the bath bombs because she does different roller balls that she does.
Okay.
And I have and I have a roller ball.
My daughter does the essential oils. She's in with Young Living or something. So some of them do come with some of the Young Living oils in them.
Okay. Yeah, because I have one for my headaches.
Those that have the Young Living, the ones that'll be for like ones that are called Vitality and such like that, those bath bombs will cost a couple more bucks because those oil are expensive.
They are for a tiny little bit.
Yes.
They really are. But I was just asking because if it's the essential oils, my sister has a couple of mixes that she really likes to use for her. Like I use one for my headache, but she uses one for her to wake up. So I was wondering if I could get the
one with those mixes. Yes.
Yeah, if you have that, I'll get that for her as a shower buddy.
Yeah, we can do that.
Or something like that. That's what I'm thinking for Christmas.
Basically, let me know that you're going to want a special order. And this goes for anybody in the room. If you want a special order on something, contact me and see if I can do it because I'm willing to make special listings with special orders. As long as I've got
I can't order from you.
Do what?
I can't order from you because I'm in Canada.
I'll ship it to Canada, sweetie.
Oh, it says only ships within the United States.
Well, since I know you, I mean, the only reason I
thought there was like a law.
What I should do for the extra shipping out of state, so I got to figure it out. Then I'll open up orders that way. I don't know how to make it calculated right.
I have a bathtub.
Okay.
So I want to try some bath bombs.
Basically, Emily, just go ahead and make an order and let me know it's you, and we'll figure it out. We'll get it to you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I've wanted to try bath bombs, but I'm kind of like, when I look at all the ones from Lush and stuff like that, like, they're starting to get a little crazy and stuff like that, where they're like, oh, it's the unicorn one, and it's like a whole bunch of glitter, and I'm like, I'm not about cleaning my bathtub every day. Like, I'm not about that life, but I do want to, enjoy the bathtub with some sense in it.
Everything I use is going to be okay to put in the bath. I have been hearing where a lot of places are just, like, putting a lot of junk in them, and they're starting to be, like, not good for your skin, not okay
for the bathtub.
Everything I use is going to be, like, the three main ingredients, honestly, is baking soda, citric acid, and Epsom salts. That's what your three basic things. When you start getting people putting, like, cornstarch in them and things like that, that's where it starts reacting to your body and to the water and things of this nature, and it starts causing like UTIs and things. I'm not going to be using things like that. I'm not going to use all the harsh chemicals. I'll use those three ingredients, your scent oils, and colorant.
Now, do you put a list of the ingredients in with?
They're on they're on every bath bomb. There's a sticker with the name and what's in it.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Actually, Angel can attest to that because she got them. So.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
They're awesome.
Because I'm planning on, with my new tub, my husband's making me one of those benches where you can like set your book out to read and stuff. And I have a little container, and I'm thinking of putting a whole bunch of bath bombs in it in the container to make my bathroom smell good.
Epsom salt in them.
It's actually
really doesn't try them because she gets infections easy.
Yeah. But Bethany's, we were going through those scents tonight, getting new scents. And one of the ones we got's hot chocolate. It was flipping hilarious. We got hot chocolate and a peppermint and a marshmallow. And Bethany's like, Mom. I'm like, what, baby? She's like, we're going to do a special slime. And I'm like, okay. She's like, it's going to be peppermint hot chocolate. And we're going to get those little peppermint candy canes. And we're going to put this in a bag. And each one of us will come with a peppermint candy cane with it, taped to the top.
That sounds so cute.
And I'm like, well, if you're going to do that, you might as well give them an envelope of hot chocolate. She's like, really, Mom? We're totally going to do that. And I'm like, really, Bethany? Apparently, there's going to be like a little gift bag with the slime, a hot chocolate, and a candy cane tied together in a gift bag. And we're going to be selling those. So.
Yeah, and we got gift bags with both orders that I ordered from her too. We got little small gift bags.
Yeah, I send little thank you gifts out.
It was really awesome.
So.
Yeah, that's it. That was my life blender. That was my reserve too. Was with infections, I get cuts very easily, and then they don't heal very fast. So like, I was always afraid. Besides, like I said, the toilet tub getting dirty and stuff like that, it drives me nuts when I see like a ring around a tub. I don't know why, it's just my thing. But yeah, and then when Christy said she was going to start making them, I knew I could trust like what she was putting in them, because she had told me like everything that was going in them, and it's such a natural product that I've had Epsom salts in my bath before and it doesn't bother me. So I'm excited to try them. So if you're going to try,
you can do also
it's a little item, like a lot of times it's a ball, or you can do it in different shapes, but it's a hard little item, and you drop it into your bathtub, and basically what it does is it fizzes, and it causes bubble in the bath water. It puts a little bit of color in there, and it releases scent, so you can enjoy your bath with like a relaxing scent and all. And in the bath bomb, it also releases oils for your skin, the Epsom salt to help you relax your muscles, and things of that nature. So it's basically just like adding oils and stuff to your tub, but you do it all with one little ball that you drop in that just makes fizzy fun everywhere.
Well, yeah, what were you going to say, Em?
Oh, if you have, if you're like really worried about like getting an infection, you can just stand up out of the bath and go like sit down on the toilet, go pee. And then if you're a dude, then you don't even have to worry about sitting down. You can just like aim it into the toilet. But then rinse yourself down, because then any kind of anything like inside your pee hole would get flushed out when you pee it. Anytime that like I feel like I might have gotten soap, and I'm afraid of getting like, you know what I mean? Because like
I get what you're saying. For a
like,
UTI, you sit down and go to the bathroom.
For some reason, they tell you that you're not supposed to use soap, but I do anyway, because like I'm just like, how do you not use soap on your private area, right? So I just pee after, and then I just jump back into the shower and rinse myself.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have to worry.
Yeah, no, the best thing I like about the because I have the Dr. Scholl's or something. It's like, I forget what it's called. I'm totally wrong about the name, but it's something you put in your bath to help with your muscles, and it has Epsom salt and everything. Everything that she was explaining to me, and Michael had bought it for me, because I was saying how I just wanted to take a relaxing bath and have my muscles relax kind of naturally versus taking medication. So he went out and bought this like thing, and nowhere on the packaging, like I read as much as I could, because I'm highly allergic to eucalyptus and I'm highly allergic to lavender. And I'm looking,
but I just hate them.
I'm looking everywhere and I couldn't find anything. And he's like, I looked, I made sure. And I was like, okay. Well, I put it in my bath, and sure enough, there was definitely eucalyptus in it, because as soon as it hit the water, I could smell it, and there goes the rash up my entire body. So I'm very, 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 very weary about what I put in my bath. So that's when I reached out.
I can tell you the bath bombs that I ordered from Christy had the ingredients on the bath bomb.
Yeah, that's when I reached out to her and said, what do you put in them? Do you put lavender in every single one, or eucalyptus? And she's like, no, which is awesome. So definitely, if you're afraid of your a weak immune system or allergies or something like that, this is definitely a better company to try than some of the bigger ones like Lush and stuff, because like I
Lush
said,
is so strong.
they're getting crazy about their bath bombs. Like, I get that's what made them big, but like you don't need to put like all that
Just the
stuff in
bath
there.
bomb. You're not gonna like fucking win a goddamn Oscar for one.
Well, now they're also coming out with the ones that are like the candles where you can get rings, and
Oh my god.
it's like, come on now.
Cringe.
Like,
Too far.
yeah, but like
Yo,
when it comes
eucalyptus
to
is
like the
horrible.
oils, when it comes to like the essential oils and stuff like that, I like to I have a diffuser and stuff, so they really do. They help with breathing, and like when I had a headache today, I put my headache one in the diffuser, shut my bedroom and stuff like that, and it really helped. So like if she has the headache one in a bath form or even in a shower form, could you imagine just getting in the shower, dropping your shower buddy on like
Yep.
just standing in a hot warm shower to open up all of your sinuses and make your headache go away? Oh, so excited.
And see,
Can't
when
wait to move.
shower buddy would be like, they would be smaller than a bath bomb would be, and there would be like a few of them in a package instead of just one.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, like I said, I can't wait till I move for this. I don't want to get it beforehand because I don't want them to break. I had a friend who made me actual like sugar scrub, like you were talking about with her essential oils, and it really does. It really does make your skin super super duper soft. So
Yep.
any of those products, honestly, look out for them on Christie's website because they're awesome. Not that I was trying to make this like the Christie hour. I'm just excited about moving and taking a nice bath. But it's not a bad thing to have a commercial every once in a while.
It's my apartment right now. My stock and my supplies is taking over my little apartment. There's like hardly any room for me in here.
Oh, goodness. Yes, Life Blender, I hate eucalyptus too. And it's not even like I hate it to the point where like I thought it was like a psychosomatic thing reacting to eucalyptus because like I get hives and I get a rash and stuff. So I was like, oh, I'm just kind of psyching myself out. But then they did like I did get an allergy test and I really am allergic to it. And I was like, ha, because I can't with eucalyptus. Ugh.
Yeah,
That's
you'll
just not my favorite scent.
know exactly what's in everything you get from me. If you tell me you got an allergy before we talk, I'll make sure that you don't buy certain ones if they've got that in them. So
Yeah, she has a label on
Yeah.
like the bath bombs and stuff. What exactly is in them and stuff. She makes it. They make that all by hand and stuff. So
yep.
I'm
Yeah.
so tired.
Well, you slept all day. You shouldn't feel tired.
I already took my meds.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why you feel tired.
Um,
Well, go to sleep if you want to go to sleep, goober butt.
I still gotta eat and shit.
It's gonna be fall asleep in her plate.
Yeah, she's gonna end up falling asleep in her chair with her plate in hand.
No. No way.
I've done that. Oh my god. I've been so tired. They're like, no, I gotta eat first and don't even make it through my meals out.
Fuck, dude.
I don't think I've ever been that tired.
Really?
I need to be laying down to go to sleep though.
I'm bad about pushing myself to like the last possible brink, and then I don't have any choice but to give in. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had to turn back your clocks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yesterday you had to fall back. So
I thought it was
Yeah.
last
So we
Yeah.
all
weekend.
got
Gaining
1
an
hour less
hour.
sleep.
That is so weird.
No,
It stays up
it
all
was
night.
this weekend.
When I had two o'clocks in the morning, I'm like, wait, what?
Last night I didn't fall asleep until actually it wasn't even last night. I fell asleep because my head started hurting probably right after my friends and stuff left and we were done playing Risk. Like my head started hurting very lightly and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a fun night. So like took my medicine, laid down. It was about 11:30 at night and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get some good sleep. 11 o'clock in the morning, I'm still awake and it's now a migraine and I want to stab myself in the face just to make it stop. Like, it hurts so bad. So I finally, Michael put the stuff in the diffuser and got me a cold thing for my head, cold pack for my head, and I just laid here in the dark. And I felt so good for a little bit. But then it came back. So I was battling that all day, and I still have a slight headache. It's still there.
That's what always helped me with headaches, or what is anytime I ever had a bad headache, was I put an ice pack on my head.
Well, the problem I'm going through is I was always I was having migraines prior to my back surgery and stuff like that, and I get tension headaches because I hold my muscles tense when I do use my back muscles. And yesterday I straightened up the basement, got rid of some things that we didn't want to keep since the Packers are going to be coming soon. So I was just kind of reorganizing all of my decorations and stuff like that. So that's what I was doing. And I was lifting things and moving things, and it's something I haven't done since my surgery. So I knew I was going to be in pain in my back and knew I was going to get a tension headache, and that's what I thought I was falling asleep with. But I always got migraines, so that's why I got the piercings that I had told you guys about. And they worked so well. I went like 4 months without headaches. I was getting headaches like every day. Yeah. And they put me on a headache medicine, and they were actually giving me 2 shots of tramadol a week, which is not good at all for your body.
Yeah.
And I was not okay with it. So then, because of that, I stopped trying to get the tramadol shots, and I was like, I'll get the piercings. Got the piercings, had to take them out for the surgery. Now the migraines are slowly coming back, but they're getting worse because the new medication I'm on, that's one of the side effects, is bad headaches. But it says it goes away after a few weeks. So
you just
wish me luck. Yeah, wish me luck I don't stab my head out before I get used to it.
Yeah. I've had bad headaches before in the past and stuff. When I was younger, I had them real bad and stuff. And, oh, man, it's horrible.
Yeah. It's not a good time at all. Yes, fingers crossed for
Jim says good luck.
Yes, the piercings do work life blender. I suggested them to a friend who also had to have surgery because of their headaches, and he actually went and got them, and he said he's been migraine free too. So I can attest to it, and I have a couple of friends that can attest to it. So
the tragus piercing.
Yeah, the tragus.
Mm-hmm. I don't have headaches, but, well, actually, I can't say that. I do get them every once in a while, and I've actually thought about going and getting the tragus done because I've got an industrial and I've got a cartilage, so it just seemed like I just gotta get a tragus done too, anyway. So,
well, I had my rook pierced, which is the one above the tragus, and when I went to get the tragus, she had to switch out the piercer, like the actual jewelry in it. Because of the fact that it was like where she had to go. So she switched out the jewelry and then pierced me. But in switching out the jewelry, I guess she nicked something in the one piercing. So like it was like rehealing all of them at the same time.
Like tragus would be the same price as other body piercings.
Yeah, my tragus piercing was I think it was $40 for each ear.
Oh wow! I got mine done for like $29 on my piercings.
But I live in a small town, and they're the only tattoo shop. So, but when I got my nose pierced, that was in
for piercings here.
Yeah, when I got my nose pierced and I lived in the city, I only paid $20 for it. So I wouldn't go over, like, if the shop tries to tell you it's over 40, I wouldn't go past that.
And that's supposed to help headaches?
What?
I never heard that.
Yeah, it's a pressure point.
Part of your ear, like, you know how your ear comes around?
Yeah, the one little bitty part.
That little bitty part that's off the side of your face. If you get that pierced, it's supposed to help with migraines and such. and people have said it most definitely works.
Oh wow!
You do not need to get both sides if you get headaches on both sides.
Yeah.
They suggest to get it done, but like if your migraines mainly stay on one side, you can just get that side done. I said screw it and just got both sides just in case, because I didn't want it to be like, oh, you wanna battle me on the left side? Guess what? I'm going to your right, because that's the way my head works. So I just got both of them done at the same time.
Yeah.
Had them heal at the same time, and honestly it was the best decision in my life, because I was literally getting to the point where I was like, maybe I should do an undercut. Maybe it's because of how heavy my hair is. Maybe I should just like shave the under part of my head. And then I was like, well, that's not gonna work because I like my hair. And then I was like, ah. And then I did research on the piercings, and I'm not opposed to piercings. I have gauges, for God's sakes. So I was like, but I was really leery on the price too, and I was like, you know what, $80 for no pain. I'm doing it. It's worth it to me. But
You
on
ought
the
to
way
try it then,
when I
like
moved,
wonder, see if it helps you.
yeah.
Oh man,
My friend was the same way as you.
I have some
Sorry, go
awesome,
ahead, Christy.
funny stories that go along with some of my piercings. I mean, I don't know that I could tell all of them, or actually, maybe not tell any of them. But yeah, I've had some experiences with my piercings.
You could tell at least one of them.
No, not enough
Okay,
monetized. I'll say
don't
that.
tell her.
I don't care if it's
Oh, okay.
monetized or not.
Okay, well,
I don't mind losing that 3 cents.
I used both of the girls pierced, and
Mm-hmm.
with having my disability,
Kim.
Jim, I'm a bit of a freak. I'm sorry, hon. But they were both pierced, and there was a time where I was having to have X-rays done of my back, because they were trying to see what they could do with the lower part of my back that's really curved.
Mhm.
And I was moving doctors, so I had my X-rays at home, and I was around my mom, and my mom wanted to look at my back X-rays to see the changes that had gone on
Oh goodness.
with the curves of my back from 10 years before this X-ray, because she'd seen me older. So she's in the kitchen holding my X-ray up to the light, going, Nikita, okay, I know that your rods go here, but what is these two pieces of metal here? Oh dear God. I'm like, well,
Oh
Mom,
goodness.
you see, those are jewelry. Why would? Oh no, you didn't. You do that, young lady.
That's funny.
You know that's disgusting. That's immoral, and I can't believe a daughter of mine would do that.
Oh yeah. Your mom sounds like my mom. Because I told her I wanted to get mine pierced, and I was like, I think I want to get my nipples pierced. You can't see it. It's a piercing. Because when I was 18, she wouldn't let me get tattoos, so I was like, I'm gonna get something pierced. I want to do something because I'm 18. And she's like, then buy a lottery ticket. And I was like, no, that's stupid. I was like, I want a piercing. And she's like, just don't do one that I can see. And I was like, okay, then I'm gonna get my nipples pierced. She's like, okay, do one that I can see, just nothing that I care that too much about. And I was like, okay. So here I go to the shop, and I knew she said I couldn't get my nipples pierced. I was like, she might not know, but she likes to walk in, like we only had one bathroom growing up, so we weren't allowed to lock the door. So she'll walk in when you're in the shower and go to the bathroom if she has to go. And like, I'm like, my luck, I'll open the curtain and she'll be walking in at the same time, and she'll see my nipples are pierced, and it'll be World War IV. So I was like, I'll just get something else pierced. So here I go. I got my face pierced. I got my eyebrow pierced. And she's like, I said something I didn't care about. Why would you pierce your eyebrow? I'm like, because honestly, Mom, it's not that big a deal. Like it grows out. Like it's the easiest one. I could have got in my mouth, but those holes stay there forever. And like, I could have gotten my tongue, but then you would have said, that's disgusting. Could have gotten my nose and da da da. So I like went, and she finally was like, fine, whatever. But I still have 2 little tiny holes on my eyebrows for my eyebrow piercing. And then years later, once I'm married to Michael, he's like, you should get your septum pierced, because he likes girls with piercings and tattoos. So, and that's what I was. I had a bunch of tattoos and I had a bunch of piercings, but I didn't have my septum, and I kept talking about how I wanted it, that and my lip. And he's like, you should do both. But my job at the time didn't allow it. So I was like, I can hide my septum. So I got my septum pierced. And when she found that out, she's like, you look like a bull. She's like, do you want people She's like, do you want people to think you look like a bull? They're gonna say you're ugly. Blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm married. Let them say I'm ugly. My husband likes it. That's all that matters. And she looked at him and she's like, you really like that? He's like, I wanted her to go up, her ears to go up in size with the gauges. And she's like, you're just crazy. So I feel your pain, Christy, in the moms that scold you for your piercings.
Yeah, Link, that's what my niece has her nose pierced. It's just a little bitty stud. And it actually, you wouldn't even notice it unless you like really looked. She wants a tattoo for her 18th birthday.
Oh, I love my tattoos.
I don't have any tattoos.
Yeah.
I have piercings. Tattoos. I've had wild hair color. I've done gothic makeup for years. I've wore black clothes. No, I'm not evil.
Right.
No, Christy's like one of the nicest people you'll ever meet.
I have about 9 tattoos.
You've got me beat.
I'm a wimp. I don't have any. I do have my one niece is 21, she'll be 22, and she has like a whole bunch of different tattoos and stuff. And they're all like really.
I still have one more I'm gonna get.
Colorful.
Mine are all for somebody. Like they're all like connected to someone. Like I have one on my wrist that's white, and it looks like a scar because it also has got a tiny little pink around it, and it's a heart. Mm-hmm. And it's because I wear my heart on my sleeve, and that was me getting over my ex-husband. I have my Lucky 13 tattoo on my ankle. It's a tiny little shamrock with the number 13 because it was born on Friday the 13th. Across from that, on that foot, I have a turtle, and I've always called my niece Turtle. And then for my one best friend, Darlene, me and her for 1 year for Halloween, we were Mario and Luigi. And she since she forgot to bring us the mustaches, the day we were supposed to be Mario and Luigi, that's the only part of the costume she had to bring. We ended up drawing the mustaches on our fingers and holding them up during the parade because we were both preschool teachers. So I went and got a tattoo of a mustache, so I'd always have my Mario mustache with me for her. So I have a tattoo on my pointer finger on my left hand. I have Batman behind my ear. I have the word milk, M-I-L-K, in my mouth.
In your mouth?
Yeah. On my lip. Yeah. Like when I pull down my lip, it says... Your lip? Like when I pull down my lip, it says milk. And my best friend, Courtney, who is also... My name is Courtney, if you haven't figured it out. I've said it a couple of times. We're both spelled differently, though. She has cookies, so we're cookies and milk. That's how you could tell us apart. And then I have a huge sleeve tattoo on the left-hand side that has a little piece of something for everyone in my family, except for my one grandfather. And that's going to go on my left arm. And that's going to be an octopus wrapping around a melting clock, because my favorite artist is Salvador Dali. Mm-hmm. And the wisest person and most intriguing person I know was my grandfather, so that's why I picked an octopus, because they're very intriguing animals. I could have picked an owl, but I was like, that's a little too overdone, so I picked an octopus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Yeah.
I knew a guy with an octopus on his arm.
Your wife's gonna have one too. Yeah, what tattoos do you have, Christy?
Let me swallow. Hang on.
If you don't mind sharing. Oh, I'm sorry.
My very first one I got was a home done tattoo. A friend of mine taught
Me too.
Yeah, he taught me into letting him tattoo my back. On my left shoulder, I have a very poor rendition of Demona from the Gargoyles. She does not look much like Demona, but he tried. On my right upper arm, I have tribal work done. On my left arm, on the lower part of my arm, I have a My Little Pony tattoo. On the upper part of my arm, I have a set of lips that are open and they've got fangs, vampire fangs, and there's tribal work behind them. I have a little cherry that's like a skull and crossbones. It's got the crossbones behind the cherry, and he's got a face, and his little leaf is pierced. There's a skull on that same arm over toward my elbow. It's a skull and crossbones, and she's got a bow on her head. So those are my tats. Yep.
Oh, wow.
And my next one that I want to get is in remembrance of important men, my three most important men in my life. My natural father, my stepfather, and my grandfather. My natural father will be a hammer. My stepfather will be a golf ball balanced on the hammer. And on top of the golf ball for my grandfather will be a little mouse eating a piece of popcorn. And they each have different meanings for those people. So,
yeah. That sounds like a cool one.
Mm-hmm. The hammer for my natural father, he's a construction worker. He's owned his own business. He retired, and that's all he's ever done. And my stepfather that raised me is also a construction worker, but instead of having two hammers, his is the golf ball because he always loved golfing.
Yeah.
And my grandpa, the reason he's the mouse is we were on vacation one time, and we were in a place in Orlando, Florida called Old Town. And they had the little popcorn shops there that have the flavored popcorns you can get.
Mm-hmm.
We had stopped and bought a bag of popcorn, and they had like little shops on one side of the street, and you come around and come back, there's little shops on the other. And in the middle, they had like medians they had like grass and trees and stuff, and little benches that you could sit down with around the shrubs and all. And we were sitting there taking a break and talking, and Grandpa was standing up, and I kept seeing him reach down and throw like bits of popcorn behind him. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't figure out what he was doing, and none of us could until Grandma shrieked out and got up and started to walk away. And what he was doing is in the bushes were little mice. Oh. And he was feeding the mice popcorn. So it's just a memory from childhood that represents him.
That sounds cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told you about the octopus I want to get, but then me and Michael, after this command, because on this command, he's not allowed to alter his body. He's not allowed to get any tattoos that show. Let's put it that way. He did get a tattoo, but he's not allowed to get any that show. But we have always been Star Wars fans, so if you're a Star Wars fan out there, you will get this reference. But I'm getting "I love you" put on my finger, and he's getting "I know." As little, we're gonna get it right underneath of our bands in tiny little font. It's gonna say "I love you," and his is gonna say "I know." And then, just little things to link us together. There's so many like couples tattoos that they have out there. Like my sister's first tattoo, which is another funny story if y'all want to hear it. But my older sister and her husband got a tattoo together that when they lay side by side, it's an infinity symbol. But when they're separate, it says his and hers. she has his on her, and he has. But I have always been the rebel child. None of my other sisters have tattoos or piercings or anything like that. And with that, like, as you heard, when I was 18, we argued about the tattoo. Well, or wanting a tattoo and then the piercing. And so my mom's response to me was, you can't get a tattoo until you don't have my last name. Well, I got married and divorced, and I had a different last name. So I went out and I got, on Friday the 13th, they do the free Lucky 13 tattoos for the apprentices do tattoos, and that's what I went and did with my friend who had dropped out of the apprenticeship program, but he still like put his special out there, so he started doing it at home. So that's why I said mine was an at-home one too, Christy, my very first one, which was the Lucky 13 on my ankle. And I'm saying this thing isn't any bigger than a quarter. It's really tiny. And I had it for like 6 weeks before my mom even noticed, because I wore socks. Socks covered it. So, and when she finally noticed it, she was like, oh God. And then when I got the one for my niece, that was another one on my foot. She knew nothing about it. Didn't think anything of it. Because again, I could cover it with socks. And then I got the couple other ones when I moved to Virginia. And that biggest one was the mustache. And I felt like such a horrible daughter because I hid it from her when I got it, because I got it. And then 2 weeks later, she told us that she had cancer.
Yeah.
And because she had told me that, I was so afraid to tell her that I got another tattoo that I held back and never told her. And then she found out by coming down and surprising us for my sister's birthday in March. So in February she tells us, in March she comes and she finds this tattoo on my finger. And she's like, oh, I'm used to you, you know? And then in April, we were all back up in Philly together for a wedding. And that's when my husband wanted to get his tattoo fixed, and my brother-in-law wanted to get a tattoo, and I have a tattoo artist who's a friend who does all my tattoos, and I could get them really good deals. So we went to him, and the entire time my sister's like, I want to do the his and hers tattoo. I want to do the his and hers tattoo. But I don't want to do it because I don't want Mom mad at me. I said, Kyle, you're older than me. Like, seriously, she's not going to be mad at you. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, who cares? You're not going to see it. It's only you guys that are going to see it. It's for you two. Like, it's something that means something to you guys. Why do you care? Like, you know, I've already paved the way as being the bad child. So bask in the glory that you're not going to get in trouble for it, you know? And so she finally broke down and she got it. And while she was getting it, I said I should get something pierced. So of course that's when I got my nose piercing, and Michael's like, yeah, do it. And Colleen, of course, was like, yeah, do it, because then I'm not the only one doing something wrong. And so I flicked up my nose piercing so my mom couldn't see it, and my sister, you know, no, she couldn't see anything because my sister had a shirt on and stuff. And the next day, you know, we were all staying at a hotel, and we went to my mom's room to meet up to go to breakfast, and we're sitting there waiting for, I think my dad, I can't remember who we were waiting for to get ready, but it was me and my sister sitting side by side, and my mom goes, what did you two do? And we looked at each other, we're like, what are you talking about? She's like, you both look guilty. What did you do? And I'm like, oh, we didn't do anything. And she looks at me and she goes, you got another tattoo, didn't you? And I was like, no. She's like, you did. Where did you get another tattoo at? Are you hiding your sister's tattoo? And looks at my sister, and my sister, being the baby that she is when it comes to my parents, tears rolling down her face. She's like, please don't be disappointed in me. I'm the one that got a tattoo. And my mom's like, you what? And so she showed her, and she was like, ah. And in that moment, my sister could have just taken it as, you know, I'm going to be good and just stand up for myself and say, this is what I wanted. No, what did she do? She threw me under the bus. She goes, Courtney got her nose pierced like a bull. So I had to pull my nose pierce out and show her. And she was more mad at that than she was my sister's tattoo. So,
did everybody
and then when I
got Mick? Still needs 2 more subs and she'll be at 100.
I think I'm already subbed to her. Hang on.
I think so too. I'll double check though.
She's almost to 100. She needs 2 more.
Yeah, I'm already subscribed to her. I can't.
Yeah, so am I.
I mean, I could sign into my other Slime Pixie account and do it, I guess. Hang on. It means I'll be signing
Can't
out.
do it while you're signed into this one.
I know.
Yeah. Hi, Chrysalis. Chrysalis is already sub too. It's cool because she's almost to 100. She doesn't upload like real often, but she's got some good videos.
She was just
like
on this.
really
Oh, there she is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm subscribed. Yeah.
Is she on right now?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
But it's 1 here, so like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning there. 7.
Done with the stream, I'll go toss my other account up for her.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The one that's gonna be for my shop.
Well, Life Blender, which one are you thinking about getting? Which one? The one on the side or the one I have, which is mine?
Where she looks like a bull.
Why am I blanking on the name of it? Where I look like a bull, yeah. Why am I blanking?
Septum.
Thank you, my septum piercing. I was saying it earlier. Which one is it that you want, Life Blender? The side one or the... Because I have allergies as well. And... Well, either way, like, I know the one on the side doesn't do anything when it comes to allergies, because, like, honestly, it's so, like, they're so small on the side that, like, it doesn't even... There's no issues, but like with my septum piercing, because you have to clean it so often in the very beginning, like you get used to just you get used to it. So like when you have your allergies, it's really not that bad. It's not as bad as you think it is. Like I've never had a booger stuck to it or anything like that, or anything like the fact that like because I was rubbing my nose so much it hurt. That never happened. It healed really quickly. Because I kept it clean and kept it moving.
Here, guys, everybody go sub to Life Blender too.
I'm subbed to her too.
I am too. He's got some good videos.
Yeah, they're really not that. It's
all channels.
like if you're really worried about your allergies though and cleaning yourself out, I would get the side one versus the septum.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
I'll put you in the shout out thing too.
Yeah, you guys have to come tomorrow night because tomorrow night's the giveaway, remember? So, you never know who's going to win tomorrow night. And we like you guys to be present if you're the winner so that we don't have to wait until you're on the next time. So if you can make it out, I'm out. But I'm going to have to get going soon because I am tired.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I'm
Four
Well,
out.
slowly losing energy.
So we will see you guys all tomorrow night. Giveaway
So the
night.
giveaway.
Have a good night, guys.
Don't forget to stop by Christy's shop.
Yeah, pop that link out there one more time there, Christy.
Okay.
If you can. Yeah. Because Christmas is coming up and you're always looking for little stocking stuffers or little gifts that you can give to somebody who doesn't like a bath or a shower or slime. In Angel's case, she was so excited to get the snot slime.
Yeah, talk about special orders. Ugh.
Yeah, she's like, can you make one look like snot?
Yeah, I have one that looks just like snot.
That was nasty to make, guys. Let me tell you.
It's hilarious. My nieces are like, ooh, ooh.
That's how we all are life when we have that little extra money. That's when we buy the little things we need to try.
So we'll see you all tomorrow night, same time, same place. Night Jim, night Life Bender, night Chrysalis, night Shannon.
Night Link.
Shannon, go to bed.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all tomorrow night.
Good night,
James,
all.
Life Blender,
Night.
Chrysalis, I'm sorry you just kind of got here and we're already leaving you.
Have a good night, everyone.